Pick it up! So I was gonna dye my hair for this video, dye it pink, but my hair didn't take well to the bleach, so we're just gonna get right into it. Put me in a room with Brian David Gilbert, a trombone, Splatoon, and some pink hair dye, and I'm going to come out with Force Wave Ska. I'm gonna do it. So, Ska started in the 1950s in Jamaica. World War II ends. We all know there's an economic boom after World War II, the whole world. So people in Jamaica, they all got radios now. They didn't have them before. They all got radios and they can hear music from the South in the US. They hear a lot of jazz, they hear a lot of blues, and they think this slaps. They're right, they think this slaps. We're gonna make our own music. They take influence from calypso music, from other Caribbean music, and they take that rhythm and blues, but they put the emphasis behind the beat. And that makes ska. They emphasize the upbeats. Then in the 70s and the 60s, people from Jamaica migrate to Britain. Obviously, that's where they go. They speak English. In England they speak English. And there, ska takes a new form. Ska gets meshed, again, this is how music genres are made, with punk rock in England. Ska becomes faster, it becomes more aggressive, it becomes more political due to some political tensions.
Do you think Margaret Thatcher had girl power?
And it becomes two-tone ska. This is where we get the origin of the checkerboard pattern, because it was extremely...
Look at the fit.
Get a little of that fit. It becomes extremely anti-racist, the white and the black together, it's like a whole thing, checkerboard pattern. That is two-tone ska. After it goes to England, it goes worldwide. It goes to Japan, it goes to Germany, it goes to Europe, it goes to Russia, it goes everywhere. Australia has its own ska scene. Latin America and like Mexico currently still have like a really big ska scene apparently. I don't really listen to that because I'm a filthy American and I only care about one thing. I care about third wave ska in the US. And I'm telling you this. I'm telling you it boomed. This is where we get all the ska that we know now. If you think of, the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones, you think of Real Big Fish, Goldfinger, all those guys.
Streetlight Manifesto.
Streetlight Manifesto.
Hey, real quick, I just want to mention one of the greatest things I've ever witnessed was the end scene for Step Brothers, where they're in the boat in the tree, and then it cuts to Mighty Mighty Boss Tones. One of the greatest moments. I watched the movie with my dad when I was 12. Why do you watch Step Brothers with your dad when you're 12?
That is the thing. That is the thing about ska in the 90s, is that it was in movies like Step Brothers. People took it as a joke. And I mean, yeah, it's funny. I heard somebody once describe ska as the music that plays in a 13-year-old's head when he gets told that he's gonna get extra mozzarella sticks after dinner, and they're right. That is exactly what it sounds like. Third wave ska, people think it's a joke. And again, that's the thing. People think it's immature. People think
David Gilbert.
You know, middle schoolers will listen to ska. I've grown up, I'm past that. People grow up, it's the 2000s, and boom. Ska dies. And if you ask somebody who's like really into ska, they're gonna be like, no, ska didn't die, ska was kept alive. No, it didn't, okay? It died. It happens. You know what else died? Jesus. People still love him. So ska dies in the 2000s. We have the ska-apostasy. There's not really much I can say. I mean, there were people who were still making music during the ska-apostasy. Jeff Rosenstock all the time, and with so many bands. So we have Jeff during the ska-apostasy in the 2000s. He's got Arrogant Sons of Bitches. He's got, what's the other one called? Bomb the Music Industry. He made his own ska music. Those all happened in the 2000s. But in like the late 2010s, there was like this weird boom in ska. In the UK, again, I don't really care about the UK, but in the UK, they had Liar Liar GE 2017 by Captain Ska.
What is that?
It's a ska song that hit the charts in the UK in 2017. In 2018, the Interrupters had She's Kerosene that hit US charts, and honestly, I listened to that. I was, a junior in high school, 2018? I had that on my Spotify because it came up, and I was like, okay, yeah, this is
Kanye West, he lies, fingers in his ass.
Also in 2018, We Are the Union had an album come out. In 2019, there was Brian David Gilbert's Unraveled on fixing Fallout music. There have been, covers of, different like punk and emo songs in ska. Wait a minute. Brian David, TikTok. They are the cause of this. Ska Network is everywhere. They are the one that is bringing in fourth wave ska. It's them. It's their fault. They made the music for the Fallout video. They helped with Ska Dream with Jeff. They are in We Are the Union. They are making covers of Animal Crossing music in ska right now. They're everywhere. But here's the thing. They're not making fourth wave ska. They're rehashing third wave. And you know what? They're not wrong. They're actually right. It slaps. But they're not making fourth wave ska. They are the banshee that foretells fourth wave ska. But here's where I think ska can go. It can go one way, where it's just gonna keep doing third wave ska. They're gonna make more skunk, maybe take influences from newer like girl punk bands, maybe like a Destroy Boys-esque, they can go in the skunk direction. They can keep doing it. Or, what I think is frankly more likely. Ethan, would you like to tell the class what the most influential ska song is of the past decade?
What was the question again?
What is the most influential ska song of the last decade, Ethan?
I think it's by the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones, but
okay.
That's just me.
Tell me what you told me the other day when you said that.
Oh. Stupid Horse.
Pick it up! Stupid Horse by 100 Gex. And you know what? I think we can go in that direction with fourth wave ska. All you ska bands who are in right now making your own music, I need you to take influence from them. Get in the techno beats. And you know who else is making electronic ska? Splatoon. This is the future of ska. Right here. This little game. Now or Never is the song that plays in the last minute. And it is very ska, it's very upbeat because the whole point of it in the game is that it's like your last minute, you got no time to stop, you gotta go. That song, it never resolves. Because again, it's for a game, you're in the last minute, you don't have any time to slow down, you have to win. But I think we can lean a little bit more into that. We can lean into that never resolving, and we can keep picking it up. We can also go the Broken Choral route. That's another song in Splatoon, and it might be controversial of me to say that is ska. It's got, kind of funky, it's, a little jazzy, maybe a little bit less ska and a little more funk, a little more jazz, whatever. I think that it is, and I think another thing, I'm gonna need you to play a clip of this with the do-do, lots of polyrhythms. Not to sound like I listen to math rock, I don't, I'm better than that. But I think we can lean into the polyrhythms. I think that can be another element that we can bring in to fourth wave ska. Now again, I'm not gonna be making this music. I'm not smart enough to make music. I'm not a ska expert. I'm just pretending to be. So of course, again, I'm not an expert. It could go a completely different direction that I don't even know of. We've never heard of this yet. But it's going to be their fault.